Good morning, everybody. Brooke here, ready for your 45-minute Pilates routine. We'll just be working on everything today: core, legs, upper body, thinking about posture and alignment. We're going to use a long resistance band. Should be about as long as your mat or thereabouts, and a soft Pilates ball, not pumped up too hard, so there should be a little bit of give in the ball. Shouldn't be too big. If you don't have a ball at home, you can grab a towel or any kind of kids ball works as well. Doesn't have to be an official Pilates ball. Great, we're gonna go ahead and start standing up. We're not gonna need any equipment as we set off. Just have a quick look at your feet. Feet should be hip width apart with your toes and heels in a line. Just lengthen through the top of the head. Start engaging the core muscles, lifting the pelvic floor, relaxing your shoulders. Breathe in, reach the arms up overhead. And as you breathe out, float up onto your toes. Just hold your balance, button your ribs a little closer towards your hips. And then lower the heels down and up. Breathe in and out. As you just drop the heels, lift them back up. 2 more. Last one. I'm going to lift up and hold. Twist to your left, holding your balance. Staying on the toes as the shoulders turn to the left. Inhale back to the front, and then turn the shoulders to the right. As you exhale, inhale, come back to the front. Reach your arms out to the side. Drop your heels down to the mat. Drop your chin to your chest, around the spine, and roll yourself all the way down over your legs, just hanging over the legs, letting the weight of your head just help you drop that chest down a little closer to your knees. And then I want you to nod your head just to relax the back of the neck and shake the head side to side. Good. Bend your knees, get your hands down to the mat, walk your hands forward, breathing out as you come out into your plank. Good. Stop where your shoulders are right over your hands. And then I want you to step both feet out a little wider, so they're right at the edges of your mat. Keep your hips in line with your shoulders. Just lower your knees down. Breathe out. Lift the knees back up. So we're just lowering the knees down, but the feet are wider than the hips. That's a little more challenge. Inhale as you pull those knees forward. Come onto the tips of the toes. Exhale as you go back onto the balls of the feet. Stay there for 3, 2. Last one. Up and hold. Now we're going to bend the elbows down. Just a half push-up and up. Breathe in and out. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. 4 more. Keep the core strong. Doesn't need to be a big full push-up, just a little bend in the elbows. Last 2. And lift. 1. Up and hold. Step the feet back. Line with your hips. Lift your hips all the way up to the ceiling. Press into your heels. Just holding your stretch here for a big inhale. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Bend the knees, drop your chin around your spine, roll yourself all the way back to standing. Shoulders and head come up last, float the arms up. And then exhale, come up back into your balance. As you inhale, lower the heels down, lace the fingers behind the back, lift the arms, lift the chest. Big inhale, and then as you exhale, just let the hands drop to your sides, drop your chin to your chest, and start rolling down over your legs. 1 more time. Just hanging there, sway left and right, just letting the arms swing side to side, swing the whole of your torso for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center, soften the knees, hands to the mat, walk forward, breathing out as you come forward, out into your plank. Again, we just stop where those shoulders are right over the hands, lift the head, slide the shoulders down the back. I'm going to lift your left leg up, pointing the left toe. Really lengthen that through the toe, and then turn the knee out to the side towards your left shoulder, then drop it under in towards your chest. Take it back into your plank. Lift your right leg up, point the toe, lengthen through that right toe, turn the right knee out to the side, right knee to right shoulder, pull the knee under the body to your chest, back into your plank. We're going to do 4 more, alternate. Left leg goes up, point the toe, turn the knee out, knee to shoulder, knee to chest, back to your plank, lift the right leg, point the toe, knee out to the side, knee to the chest, back to your plank. Last one each way. Left leg comes up, knee out to the side, knee to shoulder, knee to chest, into your plank. Last one, right leg up, knee turns out to the side, knee to shoulder, knee to chest, into your plank, and then lift your hips up. Press into your heels. Hold your stretch here for a big inhale. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Check that your feet are still parallel, still hip width apart. Softening the knees, scoop the abdominals in, roll yourself back up to standing. Shoulders and head come up last. Breathe in, lift the arms overhead. And then breathe out, float up onto the toes. Heels down, arms to the sides, chin to chest. Last plank variation, rolling all the way down. Bending the knees, getting the hands right down to the mat. Walk forward. Breathing out as you come out into your plank. One more time. Shoulders down away from the ears. I want you to step your right knee in, but hover that knee up off the mat. Step your left knee in. Scoop your abdominals. Right leg steps back. Left leg steps back. Right knee in. Left leg in. Right foot back. Left foot back. Two more. Leading with that right knee. In, back, back. Last one. Leading with the right. I'm going to do 4. Leading with your left. Now left knee comes in. Left. Follow with the right. Left foot back, right foot back. 3 more, left knee, right knee. Press the mat away, press into your fingertips. Zip the core, last 2. Forward, forward, back, back. 1 more, forward, forward, back. Hold there. Now I want you to keep your legs straight, keep your back straight, and just kind of shuffle your feet in, walking your feet towards your hands, and then drop your heels down. Lift your heels up, trying to keep your hands flat on the mat, lower down. Lift up so you can shuffle any closer to your hands, and then continue to lift and lower. Just get a nice hamstring stretch. This is a good one because some people might be back here. That's fine wherever you can get those feet to without lifting your hands up off the mat. 2 more, heels up, heels down. Last one. And then I want you to bend your knees. Sit back and stretch your legs out in front of you. And then just roll yourself down to the mat, 1 vertebra at a time. Good. Great, my ball's right here. I want you to pick up your ball, find your ball wherever it is, and then pass the ball to your ankles. Knees directly above your hips. So we're in our tabletop position. Button your ribs down, draw the belly button in, lift the perineum. It's a big pelvic floor lift. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, reach your arms to the walls in front, and start pumping the arms. Breathing in for 4 beats. Palms down. Lift your palms up as you breathe out for 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. A little bit of a squeeze on the ball. Now, if you can, stretch your legs long. A little bit of turn out. So just draw your heels slightly in closer. Turn your toes slightly out. Squeeze your ball tight. Lift your quad muscles at the fronts of the legs. So really engaging, kind of toning those muscles to help you get the legs straight. Keep the movement going with the arms. If you need to dial it back, just bend those knees again. Feel free to drop your head down to the mat. Look towards the abdominals though. If you have your head up, scoop the belly button in tight. Let's aim for 4 more breaths. Breathing in. Breathe in. Breathe out. And the bigger the movement of the arms, the more the abdominals have to work to stabilize. Last one, in for 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. Great. Take the shoulders back. Hug your knees in. Now take your hands behind your head. Elbows are wide. You're going to breathe out. Head and shoulders up. Stretch the legs. Squeeze the ball. Lower the legs down. Exhale. Lift them up. Inhale. Drop the shoulders. Bend the knees. Now if you need to modify that, we keep the knees bent. Just lift the shoulders. Lower the legs down. Lift them back up. And then take the shoulders down. So you can have the knees bent if you want to take it to a lower level. Let's aim for 3. Shoulders up, legs on, squeeze the ball. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, shoulders down, bend the knees. 2, exhale, shoulders high, legs on, squeeze the ball, scoop the abdominals. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, it comes back down. Last one, shoulders high, legs long, squeeze that ball, scoop the abdominals. Inhale, lower the legs. Exhale to lift them back up. Drop the shoulders, bend the knees, pass the ball to your hands, and hug your knees into your chest. Good. Now we're going to lift knees up to tabletop. Lift your head and shoulders up off the mat, and we're going to extend your arms and legs into a double leg stretch. But then I want you to pull just your right knee in, extend it out, alternate legs, left knee in, extend it out, right knee, and stretch. Left knee in, and stretch. Let's aim for 4, 3. Exhale with each extension. Last 2. And 1. Now both knees come in for 4. Reach. 3. Reach. Last 2. And 1. Reach and hold. Let the head come down to the mat. Sink your ribs down. Lower the arms and legs. Exhale. Lift them back up. Modification again. Just bend the knees. Feet closer to the body. Inhale. Lower the legs. Lower the arms. Exhale. Lift back up. Keep the ribs on the mat. Keep a neutral spine if you can. Exhale, lift. Now, I'd rather have you an imprint than overarch in the back, but try to maintain that neutral. So a little bit of a gap under the lower back. Last 2. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. 1 more. Breathe in into lower. Breathe out to lift. And then hug your knees in And add a little movement side to side. You lift the toes up to the ceiling. Flex your feet, lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. Tap your toes with the ball. 8, 7, really push the ball into the feet. 6. Now, if you can't get your legs straight, your legs may be out here. It might be a little harder to get your ball to your feet. As long as you're lifting your head and shoulders up, that's the key. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, holding the last one up. Now open the legs, pass the ball through the legs, switch. Ball doing a figure eight around the legs. Stay there. 8, 7, 6, 5, chin to chest, shoulders high. 3, 2, 1. Head down, knees into the chest. Turn the head side to side just to stretch your neck. Good. Now reach the ball behind you. Stretch the legs out in front of you. Point your toes. Really engage the inner thighs. Button your ribs towards your hips. Narrow the waist. Exhale. Lift the hands. Lift the head. Peel your spine up off the mat and stretch forward. Maybe touching the toes with your ball. Maybe rolling it a little further, like it's rolling off the ends of your toes. And then inhale, straighten up the back, shoulders down. Exhale, come all the way down. Slowly controlling as that ball, the shoulders and head come down to the mat. Tap the ball behind you. Exhale, lift the hands, head, spine, curling up. Trying not to use momentum. Stretch forward. Inhale, straighten up the back. And we're going to slow it right down. So the way to roll up without using momentum, or learn how to roll up without momentum, is by rolling down very slowly. We're just going to stay here, down an inch, down an inch. Find your sticking point and see if you can hang it there for 4, 3. Just when those feet want to come up off the mat, just stay there and then come all the way back down. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out. Lift the hands. Try to keep the feet stuck to the mat as you get the upper body up. Stretch forward. Straighten up. And then come back into your rounded spine. Scoop the core a little tighter. Pass the ball to your left. Lengthen through the limbs. Lengthen the arms. Inhale back. Exhale, twist, lengthen. And center. Stay there for 4, 3. Last 2. And 1. Ball back to the front again. We're going to come down very slowly. Go down an inch. Hold. Down an inch, hold. Get yourself to the point where those legs want to lift up off the mat, but keep them stuck down. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come all the way down. Shoulders and head and ball reaching behind you. Now, let's actually drop the ball. Just pop to the side. We're going to breathe out. Sweep your arms around your sides. Pull your knees into your chest. So coming into our V-sit. Now, I want you first just to tap the toes down and up. Breathe in and out. Knees are bent. So pull those knees into the chest. Hands kind of come almost touching the ankles. That's 2. Hold the last 1. Now hold the backs of the knees, elbows wide, extend the legs for 4. Keep the chest lifted, keep the chin up. Last 2 and 1. Try to hold the legs straight, extend the arms into that full teaser. Come back to your V-sit. Breathe out, up into the teaser. Breathe into your V-sit. Last 2, lift. And lower. Hold the last 1. Now breathe out. Lower yourself all the way down. Legs, shoulders, hands. Breathe out. Lift it all the way back up into that teaser. Click the shoulders back. Lift the chin, lift the chest. Inhale to hold. Breathe out as you lower back down to the mat. Breathe in to hold. 3 more times. Lifting. Imagine strings out of the fingertips, the strings out of the toes. Lift your chin. Exhale as you move back down towards the mat. Inhale. Last 2. Breathing out. Hold, and down, inhale. Last 1, up into your teaser, holding there for 4, 3, stretching everything long, lifting the chest, and then slowly melt yourself back down to the mat. Wrap your hands around your knees, hug your knees into your chest, a little bit of movement side to side. And we're going to hug the right knee and extend your left leg out. Really lengthen through that leg as you kind of drive the right knee into your chest. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, and switch the legs. So one leg is lengthening, reaching as the other one kind of drives in towards the chest as the abdominals tighten. Chin to the chest, weight of the head forward. Staying here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull both knees in, hands behind the head. Turn the torso, elbow touches the opposite knee. Good. Elbows stay wide. Exhale to each twist. Let's stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the shoulders, drop the head, draw your knees in, take a big breath. And then stretch your legs all the way out. Cross the right leg over left, reach from the top of the head through the tips of the toes. Take your hands and just really wrap everything around the waist. Touch just inside your hip bones. Try to get the lower abdominals tight. Hands come behind the head. Breathe out. Peel your head and shoulders up. Point the toes. Stretch past the legs. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Stay here. 6 and 5. Try to initiate the movement with that pelvic floor lift. Those lower abdominals scooping in tight. Working every layer of your abdominal muscles, starting with the deepest. Hold the last one, little crunch at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and freeze. Pull the right knee up, scoop the belly button in, crunch your chest and your knees together. Both knee and chest moving for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, freeze and hold. Hover your left leg up, flex and point. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the legs, stretch the right leg. Drop your head and shoulders down, elbows out wide. Inhale. Cross your left leg over the right. Zip the core. Lift the pelvic floor. Again, starting with that deepest layer of muscle. Breathing out, head and shoulders come up. Inhale down, exhale, lift, and lower. 6 more here. Make sure you're not pulling at the back of the head. We're not using the hands to lift your head up. We're using the abdominals to lift the head up. Think ribs sliding towards the hips. 2 more. Last one. Up and hold. Scoop. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Freeze and hold. Left knee comes up. Knee and chest crunching together for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, freeze and hold, float the right leg up, keep the rib cage down, flex and point. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg, lower the left leg. Reach your arms overhead, lift your rib cage, take a deep breath in, and exhale. Let everything go. Good. Take the hands down to your sides, walk your feet in. We're going to come into a short shoulder bridge series, and we're going to need that ball. So I want you to place your ball under your left foot. Now, like I said, if you don't have a Pilates ball, you can even use a tennis ball under that foot. As long as there's something that's a little bit wobbly, a little bit rolly, that's what we're looking for, a little bit of instability. Now we're going to lift, let's actually lift the fingertips to the ceiling and then lift your hips up. So our right leg is doing most of the work here. That left foot is just kind of staying still, a little bit of a push into the ball. Let's aim for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the last one up, little pulse at the top. 8, 7, up an inch, down an inch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the hips down, roll the ball from your left foot to your right, left foot now down on the mat, right foot just resting on the ball. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower, lift, and lower. Keeping that right foot just still on that ball. It's the softer the ball, the more challenging it's going to be because you can't put any weight into it. Stay here, 4 more, and 3, last 2. Hold the last one up, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the hips down. Now both feet onto the ball. Toes, ankles, knees, inner thighs, all zipped close together. Breathe out. Well, let's actually take the hands down to the side because we're going to need a little bit of more stability with both feet on the ball. Lift your hips up. Drop them back down. Lift. So this gets a little bit more into your hamstrings rather than the glutes. Inner thighs also working hard. 4 more, full range motion, high to low. 3, last 2. Hold the last one up, little pulse to the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hips down. Now grab your ball with your feet, pass it to your hands, and then pop it between your knees and drop your feet back down. Pick up your long band, and we're going to rest that long band over the top of your hips. So it's quite low across your abdominals. It's like a low seat belt or something. Let's keep the feet flat on the mat. Press your lower back down. Lift the pelvic floor, scoop the abdominals, and then press the hips up into that band. Squeeze your ball tight, squeeze your glutes, and inhale, lower everything back down. Exhale, lift. and lower. Stay there. 6, 5, 4, great. 3, full range of motion. Really get the hips high. 2, keep your shoulders relaxed. Holding the last one up. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the hips down. I'm going to remove the band. Let's actually take the fingertips up to the ceiling. Lift your hips all the way up. Narrow the waist. Take rib to hip connection. Transfer the weight to your left foot without a big shift of the body and extend your right leg out. Squeeze the ball. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot comes down. Lift the hips a touch higher. Narrow the waist. Send your left toe up. Squeeze the ball for 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot comes down again. Hips a touch higher. Zip the core a little tighter. Right foot comes up. Squeezing the ball. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot down. Do any little corrections. Maybe lifting the hips. Left leg comes up. Squeeze the ball. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your left foot. Lift the hips a little higher. Breathe in. Reach the arms all the way behind you. And then breathe out. Melt your spine slowly back down to the mat. Good. Now take the ball away. Come up onto your toes. Let's lift the hands up to the ceiling. Imprint your lower back down into the mat. Scoot the core in. Breathe into the sides of the rib cage. As you breathe out, start peeling your spine slowly up. Tailbone, hip bones, lower back, one vertebra at a time, all the way up to those shoulders. And then float your right toe up. Touch the right toe to the inside of your left knee. Kick the toe up to the ceiling. Add a little turnout, a little rotation. And then lower the arms, lower the leg. Breathe out. Pull them back up. Breathe in as you lower. Keeping that little turnout on the toe. Exhale, lift. Lengthen through the fingertips. Lengthen through the toe. Left leg is working hard. Stay here. 4 more. And 3, 2. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Last 1. Up and hold. Drop the right toe. Lift the hips a touch higher. Zip the core a little tighter. Ribs to hips. Left toe touches the inside of the right knee. Then left toe reaches up to the ceiling. Rotation. Little turnout. Lengthening through the toe as you drop the arms overhead. Exhale. Everything comes back up. Inhale down. Now modifications. You can just do the leg. I should have said this on the first side. You can have the hands down. Or you can even drop the hips down to the mat. If you're struggling, if you're feeling any pain through your back, stay here. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Lift. 1 more. Lift and hold. Take that left toe down to the mat. Now just do one last set down. Now both toes on the mat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one. Breathe in. Reach the arms overhead. And then breathe out. Melt your spine all the way down to the mat. Wrap your hands around your knees. Draw your chin into your chest. And roll yourself up. Stretch your legs out in front of you and slide down your legs, just wrapping around. Feeling a lovely stretch through your hamstrings. Sit up straight, cross one foot over the leg. Opposite arm wraps around that knee. Breathe in, lengthen through the top of the head. Breathe out, twist. And then switch. Opposite arm wraps around that knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Good. And then we're just going to change positions now. Good opportunity to grab a quick sip of water about halfway through the class. So take a little breather. Okay, so for the next set, we're going to need the ball again. I'm going to place the ball under your left knee. Tuck your toes under. Extend your right leg back. Zip the core up and away. Press the mat away. Press into the pads of the fingertips and start lifting that right leg up and down. For 8. Flexed foot, heel reaching to the back wall. Exhale for each lift. Inhale to lower. 4 more. 3, 2, hold. Now bend and extend. Hold the foot to the back wall. For 8, 7. Heel comes in line with your hip. Just the knee drops down to the mat. Try to rip your mat in 2. Imagine your hands are slightly pulling apart to really engage the upper back. 2 more with the leg. Hold the last one. Now bend the knee. Sole the foot up to the ceiling. Pull the ribs up and away. Also 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, point the toe, breathe out, drop the chin, pull the knee into your chest, rounded spine, inhale, lift the head, lift the toe, arch the back. Exhale, knee to forehead. Inhale, lift the head, lift the toe. 2 more here, breathing out, rounding the spine, enjoying that fluid mobility, that movement. 1 more, breathing out. And in. And then come back into neutral. Lift the ribs, turn the knee out, circle the knee. 4 each way. 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right toe out to the right corner of the mat. Square your hips. Make sure that you're not tilting or twisting the pelvis. Lift that right leg up. Squeeze the outside of that leg. Inhale, lower back down. So lengthening through the toe, adding your rotation so the pinky toe reaches up to the ceiling first, going out to the corner of the room, a little bit wide, the long diagonal. Just kind of attacking that glute from different directions, feeling that twitch in the corner of your hip pocket as that leg goes up. Lift, lift, hold. Inhale down. Lift, lift, hold, squeeze. Inhale, lower. Last one. Up, hold. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your right knee. Kick the ball out from under your left knee. Sit back onto your heels. Circle your wrists. And just move your shoulders around to shake out any tension that may have built up in your lower arms, your lower back. Just move it around. So we start the next side a little bit fresh. So we try to tuck the toes under on that right foot. Hands directly beneath your shoulders. Press into the pads of the fingertips. Cup the palms of your hands slightly. Extend your left leg. Zip the core. Lift and lower. Up and down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, up and hold. Now bend and extend. Heel stays in line with the hip. Full extension. Each time that sole of the foot goes to the back wall, really lift that kneecap, lift the back of the knee up to the ceiling. 4 more. And 3, make sure you're not sinking into the shoulders. 2, hold the last one. Now sole of the foot up to the ceiling, bend the knee, pull the ribs up and away, really pull that heel in towards your hip, and lift up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toe, breathe out, round the spine, knee reaches to the forehead. Breathe in, lift the head, lift the toe, breathe out. Scoop, round the spine, breathe in, arch the back, stretch the abdominals. 2 more, breathing out. And in. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale. And then come back to our neutral spine. Lift the ribs, turn the knee out, turn the toe in, circle the knee. 4, 3, 2. Now is when we really focus on the upper body because those arms are getting tired. Try to stay strong as you reverse the circles. For 3, 2. Last variation. We reach the toe out to the corner of the mat. Turn your knee out, leading with that pinky toe. You lift the legs, squeeze at the top. Inhale, lower. Try not to sink into your right elbows, not sinking your ribs down towards the mat. Everything stays strong. Finish strong. Stay here. 6. Lift, lift, squeeze at the top. Slow movement. Use the breath. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. 3, 2. Holding the last one up. Staying there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your left knee. Take the ball away. Toes together, knees apart, and sink back onto your heels. Slot your ribs between your knees. Stretch your arms nice and long. And breathe. Good. And just drag your hands back. Sweep them behind you. Place them behind you under the shoulders. Fingertips pointing in towards your body. Knees wide. Now don't force this if you feel any pain through your knees, but try to lift your hips up. Press into the tops of your feet. And then lower the hips down. Bend your elbows if you want to go a little deeper into that stretch. Straighten up the arms. Lift the hips high. Look to the wall behind you. And drop the hips back down. Bending your elbows one last time. Then come back with your knees together. Quick to the chest. Reverse it around the shoulders. And just circle your shoulders around. Good. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of upper body work. So starting with our triceps, feet, knees, and hips are all in a line. So we've got about a fist distance between your knees. So maybe make a fist and pop it between those knees just to check. Hands, fingertips pointing in towards your hips. Now we're going to start with our level one. You can always drop back to this. Bend your elbows and extend. Wrap those elbows in towards each other. Stay there for 6. And 5. With each extension, really lift that elbow up towards the shoulder, squeezing the tricep muscle at the back of your arm. Last one. We're going to extend and hold. Now dial it up by lifting your hips up. Keep the hips high, scoop the core in, bend and extend. Let's just stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Now I want you to take your right toe, try to point the toe up to the ceiling. If it doesn't go straight, you can have a little soft bend in the knee. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, last one. Now lower the leg down, up, arms go down and up. So leg goes down, up, elbows down, and up. 2 more, leg down, up, elbows down, up. Last one, leg, arms, take the foot down, drop the hips. Do 1 set in our level 1, just a kind of active recovery. Last 3, and do it all with that left leg. 1, lift the hips high. We start with both feet on the mat. 4, bend and extend. 3, 2, last one. Now left leg goes up, point the toe, bend and extend. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 4. We take the leg down, up, elbows down, up, and 3. Lift, elbows down, up. 2. Take the toe to the ceiling, bend the elbows, and 1. Lift, down, up. Both feet on the mat. Sweep the hips between your hands. Lift the arms up, thumbs pointing to the wall behind you. Reaching through the fingertips, reaching through the top of the head. Bend your right elbow, pull it in with your left hand. And then try to take those left hands, those fingers from that left hand, touch the fingertips of the right hand, lift your chin, lift your chest. Big cleansing breath. And then switch. So let's start with both arms up. Bend your left elbow, pull it in with your right hand, lift your chin. Right fingertips reaching around, trying to connect to the left. And so you can bind those fingers together and lengthen through the top of the head. Good. Okay, take the hands away and grab your band. Good. We're going to sit on the middle of your band and start with your hands out in front of you. Pull your shoulders back, zip the core in tight, think string out of the top of the head. Hands are about, wrists are quite close, about 2 inches apart, not touching. Exhale, lift the arms overhead. Inhale, lower them back down. So engage the core muscles. Think about lifting your pelvic floor as you lift the arms. So that's activating the deepest layer of your abdominal muscle, the one that kind of starts in that pelvic floor. Stay there for 4 and 3. So that's just lifting the perineum. 2. Close the eyes. It helps with the concentration. 1. I want you to come up one last time and hold up. Now bend your elbows into a W shape, and then exhale, arms right up to those ears. Inhale, elbows to a W. Exhale, straighten out the arms. 6 more. Down and up. 5, 4, 3, lift. Last 2, hold. The last one up, stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the arms out to a T. Shoulders away from there, small circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold, reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the arms down. Roll your shoulders out. Roll them forward. Now just lay the band in front. Hold it shorter. So we've got a shortened band. Elbows come to the front of your rib cage. Knuckles point up to the ceiling. Shoulders nice and wide. Breathe out. Reach the arms out. Inhale, elbows back to the ribs. Exhale, reach. Inhale, back. Stay there for 8, 7. Good. Keep smiling. Keep the core strong. Relax with each one. Stay there. 4 more. 3, keep your alignment. 2, hold it up, little pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 3. We're gonna do 4 sets of 8. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull your elbows in, open the fingertips out, extend the arms, and bend. So elbows stay stuck to the ribs. This is more work on mobility than strength. Just pulling the shoulder blades together behind your back, really opening the arms out. Stay there for 4, 3, good, 2, last one. Just drop the arms, roll everything out, roll it forward. Good, now take the band out from under your hips, knees together, lay the band over the top of the knees, cross it under, and then hold on top. So you have a little band kind of wrapped just over those knees. If you don't have a long band but happen to have a loop, like a resistance loop, feel free to use the loop instead. So we're lying on the side with your hips bent 90 degrees, your knees bent 90 degrees, so it's a bit like a straight back chair. Zip the core in. Again, a little pelvic floor lift, always starting with a strong foundation. Lift your knee and foot. Stay there. 8, 7, 6. Make sure the foot stays level with the knees. If it doesn't go any higher, it doesn't drop any lower. Keep your neck nice and long. Good. One more set of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, small circles, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, think up and around, last one, reverse it, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together, knees together, just again, bring up the back, lift toes, exhale, open knees, and close, lift and lower, 6, 5, so working into the side butt, outside the leg, 3, 2, 1. One more set, trying to make each one count. 8, 7, modification, drop the feet. 4, otherwise stay high. 3, 2, just hold the last one up, stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale down, exhale, lift up and hold for 4, go a little higher with each count. 1, inhale down 2 more times, lift 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale down, last time, lift 4, 3, 2, 1, and then knees together, drop the feet, tap out any burn through the outside of that leg. Take the band away. Stretch your legs, stretch your arms, shoulders back, wrap around the waist, tuck under the narrowest part of the waist, lift both feet up off the mat, stretch through those limbs and small circles with your top leg. Try not to smush into those fingertips that are wrapped around your waist. Keep that top shoulder back. Now just take this hand and float it to the ceiling. Lower leg hovering up off the mat, lower leg stays still but strong. Reverse your circles, 8 the other way. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and freeze. Flex the feet, scissor both legs, no bend in the knee. Reach the legs as wide as you can without moving the pelvis or your spine or your torso. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come back together. One last set. Lift the leg. 8, 7. Lower leg still hovering. Ribs towards your hips. Core strong. Little pelvic floor lift. Last 2 and 1. Drop the legs down. I want you to come up onto your elbow. Just kind of tuck that elbow directly beneath your shoulder. Bend the knee of your lower leg. Wrap your hand around the waist. Lift your hips high and sweep your arm over your head. Try to pull that right hip forward. Inhale, lower the hips down to the mat. Exhale, lift up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Now option to advance, sliding that lower leg just to tuck it behind the top leg. Inhale down. Exhale up. Now you're pressing into your fist as well as your elbows. Every point of contact on the mat should be pushing the mat away. So really spread the weight right through the whole of your lower arm. Stay there for 3 and 2. Keep that top hip forward. Keep your hips stacked. Hold this last one. Squeeze the glutes a little bit. Just tuck the hand through and lift. Tuck and lift. Imagine a sling lifting the hips high. Feel free to drop that lower knee down if you need that modification. Hold the last one up. Look at that hand. Squeeze the glutes. Slowly lower the hips. Take your knees forward. Arm that was on the mat reaches over your head to stretch out those obliques on that lower side of the waist. Okay, find your band. Let's start that whole series over on the other side. So you start with the band laying across the top of your knees. Cross it under. Hold on top. Shift into that straight back chair position with your head, shoulders, and hips lined up at the back edge of your mat, your knees and feet lined up at the front edge. Shoulders back, core strong. Lift the knee and foot. Up and down. Lower leg stays parallel to the floor. Foot in line with the knee. Nice long neck. Good, we're aiming for 2 sets of 8. We're just finishing out the first set of 8. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Again, your focus here, side butt, glute medius, the official name. Good hip stabilizers. Hold the last one. Circles up and around, up and around. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold. Check your alignment. Reverse your circles. 8, 7. Think up and around. Really stretch into that band. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together, knees together. Now lift the feet up, open the knee out and down. Lift and lower for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower the knees together. Take a breath. Align the spine. Lift up a little click further with each count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale down. And again, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. And release 2 more times. Lift up. Lift a little higher. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale down. Last set. Lifting up for 4, 3, 2. A little higher. Knees down. Feet down. Tap out any burn through that leg. Take the band away. Extend your arm, extend your legs, shoulders back, wrap around, narrowing the waist under that wrap of the arm. Lift both feet up off the mat. Try to scoop the lower abdominals in, lengthen through the toes, and then small circles with the top. Like the lower leg stays hovering up off the mat. Top shoulder stays back. Nice long neck. So you can take the hand up to the ceiling. Keep your breath flowing. Last 2 and 1. 8 circles the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex the feet. Scissor both legs. No bend in the knee. 7, 6. Feet in line with the hip, like they're sliding along tracks. No movement through the pelvis. No movement through the ribs. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs come back together. Try to lengthen the body. Lift the top leg up for 8, 7. Really think about lifting those kneecaps, getting the fronts of the legs working as well as the side. Last 3, 2. Hold it up. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop everything down. Come up onto your elbow. Bend the knee of the lower leg. Really press the mat away. Press into your fist. Wrap the hand around the side of the waist. Lift the hip up. Take the arm overhead. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And lower. And lift. Now let's even slide that knee away. Drop. And lift. For 4. Lift. 3. Imagine the spine just pulling you up. Engage in that oblique, the lower part of the waist. Press into your fist. Last 1. I'm going to hold it up. Squeeze the glutes. Tuck the hand through and lift. Tuck and lift. Last 3. Keep the hips square. 2, 1. Up and hold. And then gently drop the hips down. Swing the knees forward. Arm that was on the mat reaches over your head. Okay, flip onto your back, just finishing with a little stretch. I'm going to cross the right heel over your left knee. Press that right knee away as you pull the left knee in. Really open your shoulders out and sink the shoulders down into your mat. And then take that right hand through your legs up to the top of your knee if you can, or the back of your knee, whatever gives you the better stretch. And then switch your legs, left ankle up across the right knee, left hand presses the left knee away as the right hand pulls the right knee in. Again, trying to keep our spine in the neutral position, so a little bit of space up near your lower back. Then take your left hand through the legs, maybe reaching to the top of the knee if you can get there, or the back of the thigh, if that works better for you. Then uncross your left leg, just lift the right toe up to the ceiling. We're going to flex and point the right foot for 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toe, drop the leg out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. And then cross it over the body for the outer thigh stretch. Keep the right hip anchored, circle the foot, big circles. Reverse your circles, just circling from the ankle. Finish with foot flex, pull that leg in just to feel that nerve stretch through the outer thigh, maybe gets into the back of the knee. And then take the right foot down to the mat, left foot goes up to the ceiling, sink the shoulders down, flex and point for 4, 3, 2, finish with the toe pointed, drop the leg out to the side, keep the right hip down, hold for a big breath in, maybe sliding that hand up to the ankle, and then cross the leg across the body and circle the foot around. Keep your left hip anchored to the mat. Reverse your circles. And then just flex the foot, really kick the heel away, pull that leg in. Breathe. Good. Pull your knees into your chest, or your chin into your chest, or you're in a tight little ball. Roll yourself up, cross the feet, spin yourself around to all fours. Release, press the mat away, tilt the pelvis, scoop the belly, round the spine. Inhale, lift the head, lift the tailbone. Exhale, one more time, rounding the spine, chin to chest, tailbone tight. Inhale, straighten up the back, tuck your toes, lift your knees up, press into the heels, arch the back, pressing the heels down into the mat, really pressing the mat away, and then sink the right heel down as you lift the left heel up, and then reverse it. One more time, each way. Both heels down, lift your both heels up, both heels down, lift and lower, and then walk your hands back to your feet. Wrap your hands around the back legs, draw your chest down towards the knees, nod the head. And shake the head side to side. Let the hands hang, soften the knees, scoop your abdominals in, roll yourself back up. Almost using those abdominals to lift you all the way up. Shoulders and head at last. Float the arms up. And then breathe out as you balance one last time. Arms stretching out to the sides as you lower the heels and just shake everything out. And give yourself a little round of applause. Well done, everybody. Good start to the week. We're back this evening with a shorter advanced session, and we're here every morning, Monday through Thursday. So do check back in. See you soon.